me a while to like figure out what to do.
Just like people have soccer cleats, baseball cleats, football cleats for all the different sports and everything that they do, I have different legs for everything that I do. So I have my climbing leg, my running leg, my normal everyday walking leg, and they're all designed differently to help me achieve what I need to in that area. You know, Evolve has been really cool, and they've helped me out from the beginning with my climbing. And one of the cool projects that they've come out with recently is they teamed up with a prosthetics company in Boulder called TRS Prosthetics, and they came out with the first amputee climbing foot. This is the only prosthetic climbing foot that is out on the market. So basically what they came up with is the foot is rigid. It's made out of urethane, this right here, and then it has a couple of keels on the inside which give it strength. So it won't break under my body weight whenever I'm on the toe. Then right here you'll see that it's rounded on the front. Right, so it can be used both for a right and a left foot. Oh, okay. So it's my left foot. So I use the front a lot and I use this inside edge a lot. But I have a buddy that uses it, and you know, it's a, I'm not sure what the term would be, but it's a bimanual foot. Okay. Yeah, it can be used for either side. Yeah, so right here on the front it has the sticky rubber, so you can get a good smear with it. Okay. And it also has this rounded edge right here, so you can place that on a hold, or you can even just place it right up against the rock. Yeah. And so since it doesn't, and you also notice that it's much shorter. I'm a size 9.5. It's shorter because with a normal prosthetic foot, it's so long that if you went to go place it on a hold, it would rotate while it's on there. But this being shorter, it's a shorter lever arm, and it completely eliminates the rotation, which is what's so cool about it. And it was awesome for Evolve and TRS to pick up the project, because before that, all the other amputee climbers I knew were essentially taking wood blocks, shaping them because they were stiff, and then coating them with sticky rubber, and that was what their prosthetic climbing feet were. Wow. But now we have something that's out on the market that I'm able to use, and whenever a shoe gets worn out, I just put on a new one. It's all good. That was it. That's my move. One of the things about working a project and setting a goal for yourself is you have to break it up into sizable chunks. The first thing that you have to do is you have to get on the climb. Otherwise, by not getting on the climb, you're already setting yourself up for failure. First climb, most notably, is Spiral Gyro. And the last trip, I looked at it, and it was really, you know, late at the end of the day, and a bunch of my friends were trying it, and I didn't get on it. And honestly, I do believe that if I would have gotten on it that trip and just played around with it, even though it was a little bit intimidating, you know, I would have been able to finish it this trip because I would have known what I needed to do to get it done. I had a good idea, but you don't know until you get on it where you are and how far you have to go. And the second thing is, after you've worked the climb and figured out what you need to do to be able to finish the climb, is just to go out there and do it. Really start making little steps every day towards achieving that goal. next trip, it's gonna go. There's no doubt in my mind about it, and I know what I need to do to make myself better as a climber and get a little bit stronger and come back and be ready to take it down.
Chosen out. Well, some people, they think that their whole life is based on just sitting on a couch and watching TV. And to me, I almost see them as more handicapped than Ronnie. Ronnie can do things that people probably will never do in their entire lives. Like, and to me, the word handicap means, you know, you're unable to do something. You know, you're handicapped, you can't do this, you can't do that. But like, in reality, that's not the truth with Ronnie at all. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Come on, man. You got it.
Come on,
Get it.
you got it.
Yo!
Oh, dude, you got it.
I love all the people who always talk about ape index. I got a +6 ape index, and I'm this super tall man, and you know, I'm 5'5" with a -3 ape index. You know, but you know, on this trip alone, you know, people have said, "Oh, that sucks," you know, that stinks. But you know, I just sometimes will be like, you know, I can't complain. I mean, you know, sometimes I'll just point at Ronnie and just be like, you know, he doesn't complain, and he crushes harder than me sometimes, and you know, climbed with someone who was 5'2", you know, and made some route that I was getting shut down on look unbelievably hard. And I think especially with Ronnie, just like he doesn't complain, so why should I?
A friend of mine out in Colorado has a quote. I'm not sure if he's the author or who the author of the quote is, but it goes, you know, life is 10% events, 90% your reaction, and you know, it's all just how you adapt to the situation. You know, I've run into a couple situations where some climbers' attitudes really get to me. One of my main things, and that's gotten me through everything I've been through in my life, and I've seen it help a lot of people through their lives also, is just having a positive attitude towards anything. We're lucky to wake up every day and be able to do what we do. You know, I'm from Florida. Every time I get outside, it's at least an 8-hour drive to make it to the nearest outdoor climbing.
Right.
Which is a trek, but every time you get out there, I'm really appreciative to be out there. I'm really excited to be out there, and no matter what happens during the trip, I'm just psyched. And you know, some climbers that just have it right in their backyards, they can take all that for granted. I've heard all the excuses from, I'm too short, oh, I can't do this project because it's too hot today, oh, you know, the hold wasn't brushed, and this and that, and just all these tiny little excuses. You know, at the end of the day, I climb and I have one leg. I could sit there and look at a climb and say, oh, I can't do that because I have one leg, or I could get up there and try it, and I might fail trying it, but at least I got up there and did it, and you know, I gave it a shot. You know, the second you start making excuses, like if I look at a climb and I say, man, you know, I have one leg and I don't think I can do that, I've already defeated myself before I even started. You know, the second you take all your excuses and you just throw them out the window is the second that you'll start to realize your full potential.